Howdy and welcome to Thursday Night Football. Dennis Cometti here, broadcasting live. For this game, we find ourselves at Adelaide Oval. Before getting on the plane to come here, I told the ticket lady send one of my bags to Melbourne, one to Sydney and one to Brisbane. She said she couldn't do that. I'm not sure why she didn't understand because, as I told her, the airline did it for me last week. Anyway, it's good to be back at Adelaide. A player who always knew how to find the goals and did so 800 times in his illustrious career. From my point of view, it's a delight to have him as part of the commentary team. Welcome, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. Expecting something very special here tonight.
The Bulldogs burst out onto the ground, and boy, did they look fresh. The fans should be in store for a ripper. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. Umpire tosses the coin. The Power kicking to the left of screen. Round 13. Only one of these teams in the 8. A diet of interstate travel for the players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. The first quarter officially started.
It's not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were the day before.
Palms it down nicely. Clean tap by Pollock. Gets boot to high. And the mark will be paid. A lovely drop punt. Wood grabs that one. All of a sudden the ball has become a hot potato, quickly disposed of by Need. Has it now. Morris dodging for no reason at all. Craig has caught him for holding the ball. Heads up the corridor. Hands like dinner plates. 45 metres out. Pollock with a kick at goal. The Power get a goal. Pollock with his first. And we have the first goal of the match. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. Ryder gets the tap. Pollock with the tap. Sends the ball out into space. The advantage is paid. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. It's in the air. What a huge goal by Wallace. The Bulldogs with their first goal on the board. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash. Campbell with a big fist on it. The bouncing ball is controlled. He gains possession. The ball comes loose as he's taken down by Westhoff. Good mark by Daniel. Jams it on the boot now. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Campbell is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He gets boot to the ball. Jong with the mark.
Kicks. Wallace goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several teeth. Booted by Wallace. Steady hands there as he holds that one. 45 metres out. Campbell shoots it. He'll be happy with that. The Bulldogs with only a one-goal lead.
Campbell has to stay committed. Then with a little bit of guts and determination, he should make something of his career.
Ryder thumps it forward. Has it now. Daniel closes him down. Picked up the ball, tackled, but gets the handball off. Tumpus taps it. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Liberatore gets the ball. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Off by a matter of centimetres. The Western Bulldogs by 7 points. Need someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Thumps the pigskin. And the mark will be paid. He kicks it. Boyd. The Bulldogs with a handy break, leading Port Adelaide 19-6. There's the bounce. Ryder guides it. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Richo, what are your thoughts on the opening turn?
They're in front and they deserve to be in front. They stepped up in all areas and really made their opposition look second-rate.
Time to see if there's anything interesting in amongst the stats.
The Bulldogs have 9 kicks on the board and Port Adelaide have 8. Fairly close if you ask me. The Bulldogs have enjoyed the majority of the ball in this match with an impressive lead in the possession stats at 70% to 30%. The Power are really showing their domination in tackles with 8, but the Bulldogs have only managed 2.
Insightful, Richo. First break is over and we're back in action.
Winners don't wait for chances, they take them.
Hit by Ryder. Tumpus taps it. He gets his hands on the footy. He grabs it on the run. Chips it down towards half forward. Picking with the mark. A lovely drop punt. Great mark under pressure. Slams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well.
Smith, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He kicks the ball. That's a nice strong mark. Campbell with the kick, really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent.
Bontempelli with a perfect drop punt, taken by Wallace. Sends it on its way. Johannisen gathers it. He gets his hands on the footy. He gathers the loose ball. Picked up the ball. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Takes that one strongly. 30 metres out. Dixon on a 45-degree angle. It's just a question of accuracy. Gets the distance. The lead has been increased by Dixon. The Bulldogs in front. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Roughhead nicely outclassing Ryder. No good tackling him there, mate. There's nothing to damage. High tackle. Drops the ball. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Redpath with the running catch. Hunter trimming the grass with that kick.
Liberatore is a great mark on the lead, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be a star. He slams that on the boot. Redpath with a strong mark.
40 metres out. Low spearing kick. The contest, no match for him. 45 metres out. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark. Opportunity now for Redpath. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Redpath with the shot. Fantastic goal by Redpath. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Hit by Roughhead. Westhoff with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Lobs the handball. Young has gone missing, Richo.
That's right, Dan. His opponents are all over him.
I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. Young getting his first. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Ryder punches, collected by Pollock. And we have a ball up. Ryder with the hit. The loose ball picked up by Dalhouse. Well, it's half-time. What have you got to say, Richo?
Besides pride, loyalty, discipline, heart and mind, confidence is the key to all the locks, and the Bulldogs have plenty of that running into the long break.
We'll have a look at the stats.
Scoreboard looks good, stats look good, the Bulldogs is looking good from all angles.
Much appreciated, Richo. 1 half down, 1 to go. There's the siren to start the second half.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
The ball in the hands of Pollock. He's a ball magnet, and now we'll have a ball up. Ryder wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win anytime soon. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Snicks the ball away in time. Daniel with the mark.
The Western Bulldogs are gaining a lot of the advantage through some smart kicks and even better marks inside their forward 50. Bontempelli puts his boot on it. Homsch claims the ball. He boots it. He wins the contested mark. Sending it on its way. He takes a strong mark.
Puts boot to ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Jams it on the boot. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Trims the grass with that one. Hands like dinner plates.
Hunter, he's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. That's a nice strong mark. Flurry puts his boot on it. Wallace marks the ball. He gets boot to the ball. He can't bring that mark down. Hunter has a kick. It's going. Jeez, poor kicking. The Western Bulldogs are really looking the goods with the lead over Port Adelaide.
Plays onto himself. Wingard kicks. Burn-Jones claims the ball. Boots it. The mark is taken by Westhoff. Boots it. Bontempelli grabs that one.
Bontempelli is a first-class decision maker. He appears relatively unhurried when under pressure and constantly finds the best option in heavy traffic. What a great skill. Homsch slams the ball to his boot.
Low spearing kick. A good mark under the circumstances. Boyd a long way out. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. He holds his breath. What a huge goal by Boyd. A second goal in the bag, and they stretch out their lead. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Big leap. Pollock taps it. The loose ball picked up by Boak. The Western Bulldogs coach using the bench. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Dixon taps. Pollock there to mop it up. Boak chucks the ball away. Gets the loose ball. We're perilously close to having the floodgates open. It's a bad feeling. This goal is vital. Clears it. Hands like dinner plates. 40 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. Kicked at goal by Broadbent. Broadbent slots the goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. As we go into the final break, the scores are Western Bulldogs 44, the Power 12. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
If the Bulldogs can maintain their structures and continue playing on their terms, then this game is a foregone conclusion. So it's just about the last roll of the dice if the Power can tend to make any inroads to this deficit.
A high-scoring third quarter. We should have a great final term. Richo has some stats for us now.
The Power have a score that reflects their stats. Not good.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richo. 1 quarter to play.
The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning.
Definitely palmed to advantage, guided by Pollock. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Dishes it off to the running player. He's heading for home. They need a goal to keep that door ajar. Cleary. Ambitious kick. I can't believe it. It's a goal. Well, the margin's big, but there's lots of time left on the clock. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Westhoff with the first touch, guided by Pollock. Gains possession. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Strong mark. Kicked by Wallace. Campbell gets the upper hand.
Campbell needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Burn-Jones kicks the ball. Powell Pepper with the mark, sending it on its way.
He has space for an easy mark. Chip kick along the wing. Wood couldn't hang on to the ball. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Pittard watches as it leaves his boot. There's lots of time left, but a miracle is needed to close this gap. Trenga to bring it in. A mark by Picker. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Good mark by Biggs.
The Bulldogs are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. Sending it on its way. Redpath takes a contested mark.
45 metres out. Redpath shoots it. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. The Bulldogs in front. He looks for a man on the lead. Wingard decides to play on. Gets the kick out of the defensive 50. Liberatore soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Smith will need to give his feet a pep talk for this kick. Smith shoots for goal. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. It looks like the Western Bulldogs have this one in the bag.
Smith got a really good footballing brain.
The bounce straight down. Campbell really gets onto this one. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Nice work from Boyd. Sends it on its way. Nice mark there. Motlop sends one up towards the wing. Wallace takes the mark.
Wallace has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He gets boot to the ball. Roberts kicks it. Ebert puts his boot on it. Pittard boots it. He boots it.
Guided by Wood. Wood decisively. Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. What were your thoughts on the match, Richard?
The Power not offering a challenge.
Final scores are 51-19. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. Until next time, that's it.